Sorry for the late.
Hi, Bhartikana. No, it's okay. Please turn on the camera.
Yeah, can you see me now?
Yes. Please show your Aadhaar any ID proof. I have taken the screenshot. Please continue.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thank you.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good too. Thank you so much.
So, am I audible?
Yeah,
Okay, fine. So, let's move to interview. Sorry for the late time.
that's fine.
So, I was on another call. Um, okay, so can you explain your current roles and responsibilities?
Okay.
In yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you for having me. My name is Anas, and I do have total 5.8 years experience into Power BI. I worked on multiple domain like sales, insurance, banking, and my mostly projects were into HR domain. And my last project was into medical domain. I have started my career in with TP in 2006. I worked there until 2023. Then I have joined 2023. I have handled medical domain project there, where the client I worked there until 2024. My last project was basically for the medical domain. The client was based out of the Netherlands, and the core were into manufacturing of medical equipment. So they're into specifically into neuro and sensory. So we were building analytical solution for um, a solution that can gives insight about the product performance, like licensing of software, risk analysis, security of application. For that, we have used import mode, and data source was SQL, Jira, and GitHub. And for the KPI, we have shown like low, high, medium performance for the Black Duck and Coverity. So Black Duck and Coverity were the two software there, where whatever the product they have, so many version of they have for that particular product. So their product performance was coming into the Black Duck and Coverity, low, medium, and high performance wise. So that I was showing into my dashboard. So trend chart I was using for the showing the Jira for the task performance, like how many task has been done, how many is pending, how many is to do. So all the Jira performance was coming from the with the trend chart weekly wise. And there I have used the slicer and the filters there. And then the for the Black Duck in Coverity I was showing a stack bar chart, where the operation wise, license wise, or security wise, they were showing the three performances, different like high, medium, low performances for the Black Duck in Coverity.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
so that is
So,
for
do you have?
hmm?
Yeah.
So that is for
Go ahead.
one version. So they have different product and different versions for that particular product. So when new version was coming in, so I have to make the same dashboard for that new version.
Okay. Got it. Um, so, um, um, so have you worked on any database like SQL Server?
Yeah, SQL
Do you have
Server.
any experience
SQL Server
in
I have.
creating stored procedure?
Yeah, SQL Server I have worked on, like mostly I have used for the perform the DDL DML command for the data verification for the SQL Server. Look, not must mostly the DDL DML command for the SQL in the SQL.
So, have you ever created any stored procedure?
Store procedure I haven't created. Like that was done. we
So,
we had a different database team for the SQL and the Azure. So they were doing that. I was just connecting the data from the data source, and doing the basic implementing the basic queries for the data validation purpose, and performing my task like.
okay, got it. Um, uh, uh, do you have any, at least some kind of theoretical knowledge?
Yeah, theoretical I have for the SQL, and I have performed the task as well into the SQL.
Okay. So, what are index?
Indexes we use for the performance optimization, where we perform the task for the you like CT command in the that way.
So any
For the like in the performance optimization, we use that. So for the store procedure, we like composite index and the unique index. That these are the cluster index. And these are non-cluster index. These are the these are the indexes there.
uh, okay. So
On that, I've
mm,
mostly worked on the SQL and the Power BI.
oh, okay. So you mostly worked on SQL and Power BI.
Yeah,
Um, so you're completely worked on Power BI,
yeah.
right? Okay. So what are the sources that different sources that you have used in Power BI?
I have worked on different sources SQL, Azure, and the Excel file, JSM file, and these
Mm-hmm.
were the sources from the for us to do the transformation into the Power BI.
Okay. So how do you?
Data messaging into the Power Query, we do the all the transformation where where you have to remove the duplicate value and uh, or range constraint, where you have to do the date table or the date or the data type you can change, or you have if you want to create a new calculated column. So a new calculated column you can create. So all the transformation or the data profiling we do into the Power BI, Power Query only, all the transformation.
Okay. So what are all the pros and concerns while of
All the power all because you cannot import the all data into the Power Query, because if the data is large, so that is
Mhm.
the consequences there. Or
Mhm.
they to you have to ensure the data consequences there, and you cannot perform all the dex function into the Power Query, not into all the dex function. Most of the thing, what you can perform into the SQL, you cannot perform all the codes into the Power Query there. So these are the consequences are there. And
Mhm.
pros
Oh.
are the you can work on the pros are you can work on the offline as well into the data into the data set. And you would have your data set into your desktop, into the if you're using the Power BI desktop. So that is those are the pros there.
Mhm. Oh. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Um.
Whatever changes you do into the Power Query, so that is also happened into the source file as well, like SQL file as well. So that is called Query folding. So that will convert into one language, M language. So that is a native query language you can call. So it helps you to whatever the changes you have done, that will be changes into the source file as well. So that is very that called query folding.
Okay. 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 So have you?
You can performance is minimize the step which are not able to query folded, and not do in the list, into the query folding you're talking about.
Sorry.
Performance optimization you're talking about, or into the query folding.
No. 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 I'm not into the query folding. I'm just overall performance optimization.
Yeah,
So let's say, for example,
if the data is taking time to load, our visuals are taking time to load, right? You're
yeah.
trying to say.
Yeah.
So yeah, that happened most of the time when what we can do is we'll check the performance parameter there, so which visual is taking how much time to load, so that we can check. And if the one visual is taking which visual is taking a lot of time, so that we try to remove, and instead of that we can use another table, sorry, another visual. Or what we can do, whatever which visual is not required into the dashboard, those we can remove. Unnecessary dashboard we can remove. Or instead of using calculated column, we can use measures there. And yeah, these can help, we can perform the performance optimization and to the dashboard there for the visualization, so that will help.
Uh,
So
okay, okay.
which is, and we can avoid using custom visuals there, so that will also help, like already existed visual if we will use, that will also help to reduce the performance optimization too.
Mm, okay, okay, okay. What are all the steps?
Incremental refresh we perform, we have to select the data, like from which date to which date you want to put the incremental refresh. So you can incremental refresh when we perform where the data is huge, like years of data are there. So what we can do, we can set the date there, from this date to this date, we provide the incremental date. So incremental refresh, so that way we can do the incremental refresh there.
Okay, so while refresh, okay, you set the incremental refresh,
Yeah.
and you have created the parameters and so
Refresh, we do the date wise, no? Table name,
uh-huh,
data, date from the last number of years required, and the days of refresh required, that way.
mm, okay, okay. So you
The
set it to
mandatory fields, you can fill like a table name, data refresh, last number of year, and days refresh required, that way we can do.
um, okay, okay, fine, fine. So have you done row level security? So what is row level security and how to configure it?
Row level security is when you when you can provide the access of a particular user, you can restrict the access of the particular user, so that is called row level security. So that we can do in the dynamic way also. We have to provide the dex function there into the into the managed parameter to perform the row level security.
Uh-huh. Okay. So what are the steps that you follow?
Go into the manage rules and
Uh-huh.
provide you can provide the permission on the basis of you can go to the manage rule, and apply the dex function there, like visibility using dex expression based on the context or other dynamic. Uh, so that way we can perform.
Okay, okay, fine, fine.
So yeah.
What are all the schemas?
Schemas are star schema, snowflake schema are there. So mostly I have worked on this star schema, where fact table is connecting with the dynamic tables there. So which is very which is not complex and easy to use and easy to perform
Uh-huh,
into the data modeling. So
uh-huh.
a snowflake schema is it is an extended version of the star schema, where the dimension table other dimension table are connected with the other dimension table.
Okay. So what is factless fact table?
A fact table is normalized table contain that fact and some of the measures are related with.
Okay, so
For every dimension we have to connect the primary key to the secondary key. Then we can
uh-huh.
create the like primary key from the fact table to secondary key to the dimension table. Then we can create the many to many relationship or one to many relationship there, uh, on the
Uh-huh.
basis of that. But then we can create the like a, relationship between the table.
Mm, okay, okay. So how do you so what is difference between many to many relationship and one to many relationships?
Many to many relationship are let me explain. One to one relationship, when each record is one entity can have the most one related record to another entity.
Mm,
Like most of the
mm,
record are there into the another entity or the vice versa. So like each employee has a single unique employee id, and each employee has one associated department. So that way, so that is there we can perform one to one relationship. Or one to many relationship is when each record is one entity can have multiple related record in another entity. So
mm,
but each record in the related entity can be associated with the only one record in the first entity. For example, each customer can plan multiple orders, but each order belong to one single customer.
mm,
Or many to many relationship is each record in one entity can be associated with each with multiple records in another entity, or vice versa. So for handle to handle this, we can create a bridge table there.
mm. Okay, so what will happen if we create many to many relationships?
So it will create the redundancy there. If we like it will create many to many relationships, so it will create a redundancy. It will take the output will not come properly. So that's why we create the bridge table there, where we can take the student id or class id. We can link there. And for example, a student can enroll into multiple courses, and each courses can have multiple students, so it facilitates who can enrollment bridge table.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. So
Okay, what will be the job role actually?
so actually it's a migration project, and currently the process is we are using SQL Server, so for warehousing purpose, like for staging, and we use SSIS to load the data into the staging.
Okay.
And so from staging, there are a lot of multiple stored procedures. By using the stored procedure, we process the data, and we move the data to from staging to the facts and dimensions. And on top of that, we use SSAS for creating the views. Creating the model.
Okay.
So actually, SSAS, we are using multidimensional model, and so the multidimensional model will connect the fact and dimensions table, and end user access the SSAS through Excel file. Okay, so this is our current project,
Mm-hmm.
and current then what we are right what we are now we what we are doing is, so we are planning to move all this to cloud.
Cloud.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, cloud. So the thing is, like, so we are looking for someone who has strong SQL knowledge,
Okay.
because there are multiple stored procedures, and there are a lot of complex logic inside the stored procedures. So the person has to go review each and every line of stored procedure, and they have to understand the logic. After that, they have to implement the same thing in cloud Synapse.
Understood. Understood. Yeah.
Okay. So once the Synapse, it's kind of warehouse table. It's a cloud warehouse table. and so there we have facts and dimensions table. So we process the data and store. We will be storing the data into that facts and dimensions table, and we are planning to use Power BI
Okay.
uh, to create a model and all. So instead of using SSAS, so we are replacing
Power BI.
with Power BI.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the project.
Understood.
Okay,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
so any questions?
No, no. This was the only question there.
So are you currently in project?
No, I'm doing the like a freelancing project like in some company. So I've left my
Mm-hmm.
organization in.
Okay, okay. So
So
now you are in.
yeah, I'm available
Uh,
immediately, but handling freelancing project with some company.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay, fine, fine.
yeah.
No
Thank you so
issues,
much.
no issues.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah. So your work location?
Pune.
Pune. Okay, okay, fine, fine, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So that's it from my end. So any other questions?
No, 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 Bharti. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.